everyone, it's time for ArtVentures and I am on the 3rd floor at Town Hall and today we are making a beehive. So hopefully you got the kit from me here at Town Hall. If you did, open it up and you're going to have a pot in here. If you did not get a kit from me, if you have like a terracotta pot or one of these like pots that are biodegradable, you can kind of plant it into the ground. I also gave you a yellow foam. This is a bumblebee body in case you didn't know. You're gonna have some black foam strips, which will be the stripes for your bumblebee. You will also have pipe cleaner antennas for your bee, and you will have some black and yellow paint. So first things first, we're gonna go ahead and paint our bumblebee hive. And what color? I'm gonna make it yellow, okay? Now, my rule is always what? It's your art, so you do it however you want. I did provide you, however, with yellow and black. So hopefully you're going to use the yellow and black. If not, save it for some other project that you want to do, or maybe save it for future projects that we will do together, just in case you need more yellow or black. Does that sound like a good plan? All right. So I'm just going to go ahead and paint and look at my magic trick. See, I'm holding it on my hand to hopefully prevent me from getting too much paint on me. We'll see, right? My track record is not the greatest. I'm usually pretty messy, so it's all right though. I always say, don't come dressy because you will get messy, right? That's the fun part of art. It's fun to be creative and get messy. It means you're having a good time, right? Just like when you go outside and you play really hard and you get all sweaty, that means you were having a really good time, right? So that's a good thing, everyone. Now, you can put 1 coat, you can put 2 coats. Hopefully you put some type of a coat of paint on here, because that'll just make it look cooler, right? You don't want it to be just this boring beigeish brownish color. I mean, I guess you could if that's your favorite color. I'm sorry, I shouldn't have said that, because some people, brown might be their favorite. I personally, it's not my favorite color. Like, I like it, but not my favorite. All right, so I've got a coat of paint on here. What do you think? Pretty good, right? Nice thing about this is you don't have to stain the lines because there are no lines. Now, you should probably all know that I'm gonna do what? I'm probably gonna put a 2nd coat of paint on here. So what am I gonna do? I'm going to let this dry a little, and I'm going to try to, remember I said I wasn't gonna get messy? Gosh, my mom would be like, seriously? I'm sick of doing your dirty laundry. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and assemble my bumblebee while I wait for this to dry. Now I'm using a hot glue gun. If you do not have a hot glue gun at your house, or if you do, but you're not allowed to use it by yourself, you could use a glue stick, you could use squeezable glue. I'm using the hot glue gun because that's the most readily available glue that I have here. So I'm just gonna go ahead, it doesn't matter what order you do this, I'm gonna go ahead and just put my black foam pieces on here, which are gonna be the stripes on my bumblebee body. You can put it on the bee first and then put the foam on, or you could put it on the foam and then stick the foam, whatever you want to do. No rules to this part of it. Now, I cut all of these foam pieces by myself, so what are you going to notice about them? They're not very straight. That's okay, right? If you prefer to have your foam strips straighter, go for it. You just got to get some scissors and just be careful, take your time, do your best. All right, now I'm going to flip this. So see, I've got my stripes on here. They do not appear to be spread apart very evenly, and that's fine too. I think bumblebees are probably like snowflakes, maybe, like no 2 bees look alike, maybe. I don't get close enough to check, so that could be a myth. I might not really know what I'm talking about. But I'm gonna say that's a true statement. But don't answer that on a test if you have a question, because I really don't know. You'll have to Google that. All right, so now I flipped it over and I am gluing my antennas on the back. Ta-da! Very easy, very simple, right? Now, if you have a hot glue gun like I do, I'm unplugging it. That way it won't be hot. That way I won't forget. Now, I'm gonna put a second coat on real quick. This is still pretty wet, but I'm gonna try. Yeah, it needs to dry a little bit. We're gonna expedite things here and I'm just going for it. Putting a second coat on here because I want it to look really, really yellow and not have any of the beige brown color sticking through. It's kind of like cardboard, it just soaks up the paint. So the paint that I gave you is tempera paint, or tempera, I always kind of say it weird every time I say it. Acrylic probably will maybe coat this a little bit nicer, but any paint will work. And actually, if you're at home and you didn't get a kit from me and you're like, oh man, I don't have any yellow paint, you can use any colors that you want, or you could even use markers or crayons or chalk. You know, it doesn't have to be paint. Okay, so I'm gonna pretend this is dry, it really isn't, but I'm gonna move on to black. I should have kept this on my hand. Okay, so now I'm just gonna put some stripes on here, just like you would have on the bumblebee. So, and I'm gonna do like a little door, and don't ask me why, but I'm thinking, what if like the queen bee wants to be on the inside? Maybe she has meetings in there to tell all the other bees, hey, don't do it like that, or hey, it's time for dinner, right? I don't know, bees, I mean, do they really talk? I don't know. Did you ever see the Bee Movie? So they have doors. They lived in houses on that movie, so that's why I think a door will be okay. And because my paint is still wet, this is kind of not the perfect shape. It's making my paintbrush slippery. Here's my door. And now I'm just gonna put some stripes around it, I guess. Now you don't have to do this. This is just the decoration I thought would be fun to have on here. Some stripes on my beehive, just kind of like there are stripes on the bee, right? I should have brought a paper plate up here to dump my paint on, so I'm kind of hopefully not putting too much yellow back in there. Okay, now I'm not painting like I normally would because like I said, my paint, the yellow paint is still wet. So I'm just kind of dabbing it on here, trying to make this a straight line all the way around, but probably won't be. Get it? Won't be. Did you hear my joke? All right, here's the first one. I'll just do a couple more. Now, if you don't want to put stripes around it, you don't have to do that. You could do polka dots, you could do triangles, you could do, I don't even know what, kissy faces? That would be probably hard to do. Letters. You could do like zigzag lines. All right, and then once I get this finished, we'll be, oh man, I shouldn't have unplugged my glue gun. I just remembered I want to glue my bee onto my beehive. It's hard working, guys. I don't always remember everything I want to do. So, if you're just tuning in, make sure you keep your glue gun plugged in or keep your glue gun or your glue handy. Don't put it away yet because when this is dry, we need to glue our bee on here to make the craft official. Okay, I'm almost finished. I'm just going to do this last stripe. And then glue on the bee and we will be free to go. So if you want to, and if you're allowed to, you can ask your parents to send some pictures to us here at Town Hall. And then you will be on our Facebook page. So everyone else can see, oh my gosh, They do some really fun stuff at Town Hall, and they've got some really, really, really creative kids that do some great, awesome artwork. Okay, here is my beehive. It's kind of crooked because of my hand in there. I'm gonna kind of stretch it back out. Okay, so now what I'm gonna do is get my hot glue gun. That might still be warm, maybe. And I'm going to glue my bumblebee, I guess just right here on the side. Yeah, like I said, I'm doing this all when everything's wet. Probably not the smartest way to do things, but okay, my glue is still coming out, so that's good. It didn't cool off too much. We'll see if hot glue gun and wet paint work well together. What do you think? It's kind of like a science experiment, right? Hear the police siren? They're probably gonna come and arrest me for putting hot glue on wet paint. Just kidding, just kidding. All right, kiddos. Ta-da! Here is your beehive, freshly painted with our bumblebee. Cute, right? Very, very cute little project. Super quick, super fun, super cute, and I'm super done. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.